we have those football giants from New York at Cleveland, right?
Uh, but I mean, both teams have been just I don't like you don't know what you're going to get from either side. Daniel Jones obviously cannot play quarterback in this league. Neither can Deshaun Watson at this moment.
Yeah, apparently.
Honestly, I think that shit ends in a tie. I don't even think he took. I think that shit ends in a tie.
Oh, that'd be fucking wild if it does.
Yeah.
Bobby, you were saying?
Yeah, Deshaun Watson sucks. But so does Daniel. That Daniel Jones picture is the best. It's like the prototype of the worst NFL quarterback, and it's like Daniel Jones accuracy, Daniel Jones swag, Daniel Jones.
All that terrible, awful.
Yeah, no, it's a tale of who's going to be the worst quarterback this weekend.
So who you gonna pick?
Cleveland. I'll go Cleveland.
Yeah, I got Cleveland rubbing this one out. Then we have Green Bay. We have Green Bay at Tennessee. This is a Malik Willis homecoming game. You got to believe that he's gonna be all jacked up. I think Green Bay. I think Green Bay is okay. I mean, I think they're gonna be okay. And I think Jordan Love's. They said he might be ready to play. I fucking hope he better not do it. But if it's Malik Willis, I'll still take Green Bay. This is basically a pick'em game. Tennessee's favored by 1.5. But Ray, Packers at Titans.
Yeah, I hope Malik Willis goes crazy on them. I hope he goes crazy. Once again, he was being touted as like kind of like a new guy, a new savior after Tannehill's bum ass got out of there. So they gave up on him. So I hope that he goes off. So yeah, I'm going with Green Bay. And once again, Josh Jacobs is a monster. So I think that he probably gets another 200 on Sunday. So
yeah, well, let's hope Will Levis doesn't decide to lateral the ball backwards this weekend. He's done it two weekends in a row. His coach Callahan absolutely went off on this dude in the post-game press conference.
So, I loved that soundbite. He's an adult.
He's an adult. It was stupid.
It was better. He knows better.
It was so
I was talking to my students. Like it was so heartwarming.
Yeah, Green Bay.
It was great. It was awesome.
All right, DK's Chicago Bears coming off of a hard-fought loss. They go into Indy to face Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor. I think Michael Pittman, obviously, he'll be playing. I think Josh Downs is playing this week, so they should have their full offense, their full skill set. Indy's favored by a point. I think it's a pick 'em. I'm gonna take the Bears in this game. I really haven't picked against the Bears all year, but I think that this should be a real fun. This should be a fun game to watch. And I really hope. I want Anthony Richardson to succeed because I think the league is so much better with athletes like him as a quarterback. I know I'm hard on Lamar. I am, just because he can't win a big game. But I think he's a phenomenal athlete and has deserved the MVPs that he's won. So I'm hoping that happens for both Caleb and for Anthony Richardson. But I'll take the Bears. Ray?
Yeah, I mean, let's say I've been high on Chicago too, so far going into this year. So I hopefully this is a game where it turns into a shootout. But once again, I'm a fan of Anthony Richardson. Everyone knows why I'm a Gators fan, so I want him to do well. But I'm gonna go with Chicago in a close one too. I think they find a way to get it done. I don't trust them yet.
I'll go with Chicago too. Indy this past week against Green Bay, you knew all Green Bay was going to do was run the ball. It was that was the game plan. That's what they were going to do, and they couldn't stop it.
Crazy.
So if there's something that's going to break the Bears out of this funk that they've been in, this offensive funk, it's facing a team that can't defensive game plan against the most obvious game plan ever. So,
but I mean,
I'm going with the Bears.
To the point that you and DK talked about last night, it's like you mentioned, like their passing attack isn't great. It hasn't been great so far for Chicago. But DeAndre Swift, like he can't make that. He can't make that first guy miss.
Yeah,
he can't. Yeah. Like that's very different back than Josh Jacobs. I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I'm high on Swift. I love him. I literally have him in every fantasy league, which is probably why I'm losing every fantasy league. Now we have Houston at Minnesota. I mean, I didn't think that Minnesota was going to be this good.
Unexpected power versus power.
But this is why, and DK looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, when you have the guy at wide receiver, it changes your life as a quarterback. And that's what we're seeing with Sam Darnold so far. Once again,
95-yard touchdown.
could it still implode? Absolutely. Once again, right now, we're not talking about the week 7 to week 8, but right now, them boys look ready. And I'm sure Jets fans and Panthers fans are looking like, what the fuck is this? Where is this coming from? But once again, respectfully, y'all have not had Justin Jefferson on your team. That man is special. You know the ball is going to him, and you can't do anything about it. I was gonna say you can't teach that, but I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, but it's that them boys are special. So I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with the Vikings winning.
Jefferson is questionable / doubtful.
Oh,
I believe it when they say he's fully out. But
yeah, if he's out, it's no brainer.
If he's out, it's obviously Houston. But if he plays, I'm a rock with Minnesota.
No, I'm going Houston. They're just such a wagon at this point. I love the Minnesota story. They did upset San Francisco.
Right.
I'm not counting them out. Definitely not counting them out, but I'm going to have to go with you.
And San Fran is better than Houston.
San Fran is better than Houston.
So it's just like, yeah, once again, we can't say about McCaffrey being out because once again, Buddy just ran for 180 even without. So I mean, it's plug and play with them boys at running back. So we can't say it's because of McCaffrey being out. You can count him being out 3 or 4 games a season, anyways. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. So yeah, but yeah, that should be a good one over the shootout.
The Eagles go into New Orleans and try and tame those Saints who have scored on every offensive possession this season so far. So Philly needs a bounce back game after their prime time loss to Kirk Cousins. Let that sink in. That like one of 4 teams in the last 10 years.
Like that, Mike? You like that? Like that?
Hey, he's won 4 or 5 or something like that
in 12 years.
Yeah, but he's won 4 of his last 5 in prime time.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must
be a friend of the show. Yeah. All right. So Philly at New Orleans. Who do you got, Bobby?
Oh, it's a tough one because New Orleans has been the team so far. They beat up on Carolina and they beat up on Dallas. Wow. Who's favored?
New Orleans is a 2.5 point favorite.
2.5.
Wow. Really? That feels low.
Yeah. If AJ Brown plays, I got Philly. I just think they're better. But I mean, I think it's a good test. It's a very good test to see exactly what New Orleans is, because if it's a close game or another blowout for New Orleans, then obviously they're for real. But if New Orleans isn't for real, then Philly wins it.
Is that the Superdome?
New Orleans, yeah.
Is it the Caesars Superdome, whatever it's called? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's always going to be Mercedes-Benz. I was just there in July.
I know it's not. I don't think it's Mercedes-Benz anymore.
No. I know. I'm messing with you. It is Caesars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the casino after. It was pretty dope. But
the sports books, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. But let's talk about that out there. But it's different down there, and that arena is different. To me, I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think that they won't blow Philly out the building, but I'm gonna say they win by a touchdown. I just think that like I said, them boys. I can't believe that Derek Carr is looking this good. It's unbelievable to me.
Hate it.
It's wild. But like I said, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara does not get enough love. That dude, when healthy, once again, we were talking about him being a top 5 back. He does everything. So he runs well. He catches passes well. He's real shifty.
He's carrying my fantasy team right now.
Yeah, he just does everything well. So it's the first time I think he's really been healthy too. I think in a few years too. So it's amazing what happens when your best player on offense is available to play. How good you look. So yeah, I got them by a touchdown now.
Listen, I mean, yes, I think Philly's far more talented than Dallas is offensively, but defensively, I think Dallas is, above and beyond Philly, and New Orleans fucking spanked the Cowboys.
Right.
So until they show me that they aren't who I think they are, I'm going to pick the Saints. Chargers at Pittsburgh, battle of two 2-0 teams. Bobby,
I think we'll see it's smash mouth for a smash mouth in this game.
Yep.
And I wasn't prepared with these picks, so you kind of put me on the spot here because this is not a tough one.
If only I'd sent you a rundown 3 hours before the show.
I thought week 3 picks just meant just the Pats game, but
Gotcha. Well, welcome.
yeah.
But just to give you time to catch your train of thought here, is it smart that Harbaugh is making the Chargers a smash mouth team when you have Justin Herbert as your quarterback?
J.K. Dobbins is making it look smart.
I know.
That's his style, though. That's his style.
That's what he does.
Granted, worked in Michigan.
I don't think he's going to be able to do it against the Steelers defense. Steelers defense looks unbelievable through the first 2 weeks, so I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Is that Heinz Field or is it SoFi?
Heinz.
Is that Heinz?
Yeah, it would be a Steelers home game regardless, even if it was in LA.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely travel well for sure. That's fair. I'm still rocking with LA. I think I'm a big Harbaugh anyways. He was someone on the short list I wanted here with Bill's exit. So he's clearly a leader of men. And once again, you can say what you want to say about what went down in Michigan, and he failed the program. He smacked Ohio State when he needed to. They went undefeated and they won national championship. He's forever goated in Michigan. Yep. Forever. So the big house belongs to it ain't the house that he built, but he definitely left his legacy behind in a good standing there in Michigan. So that's that. But we saw it in San Francisco. He gradually builds each year to become that contender. They're the only team in the AFC West that's going to even come close to Kansas City. And once again, Kansas City is going to be Kansas City, but they're the only team that may even have a shot to even be in the game.
Yep.
Against Kansas City up in that division. So, and that's because they run the ball. But once again, my biggest thing about the Chargers has never been about the talent. From, whether when we were younger, now, like they have talent on their roster, right?
Always.
They just can never, ever, 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 ever stay healthy. Like ever. I don't, from Derwin James to Keenan Allen, he was there, Mike Williams, like Austin Eckler when he was there, like
Hunter Henry,
like they just never find a way to stay healthy, unfortunately. And then, they would catch fire in the Philip Rivers era during December, and then they would fade up to the sunset come January. So who knows? Maybe them being a smash mouth team changes their trajectory come playoff time. But I think they go in there, and they find a way to get it done. I think it'll be a 3-point game.
Spread is so. Right now, the over-under for this game is 35.5. It's the lowest in week 3.
That's fair. Yeah,
and Pittsburgh's favored by 1.5. So you're taking the Chargers. Bobby took the Steelers. I really want Justin Fields to succeid, and I think that this is
that's your guy. I know it's your guy.
The most formidable defense that the Chargers have come against so far. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh in this game. And I hope it is the performance of a lifetime from Fields, because I feel like they did him wrong in Chicago. Mm-hmm. They didn't really give him all the chances to succeed. They fucked around with him this rookie year, and now that he has a good coach and a solid program, let's see what happens. Denver at Tampa Bay. Can we all just say Tampa Bay?
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, listen, Baker Mayfield, man. Damn,
lighten it up, man.
Yeah, listen. I mean, once again, but situations matter, bro. It matters. Like, to give him Mike Evans, who's a first ballot Hall of Famer, give him a secondary target and Chris Godwin. He's been balling, and everything they wanted him to be in Cleveland, he's now become. And once again, maybe being out the spotlight and just being down there in Tampa, because once again, they don't. Like I said, Tampa's not the team down there. It's I would say if someone lived out there, it's probably goes Dolphins. I would say even Jaguars, then Tampa.
No.
Once again, Duval County is what I'm telling you. It's what I'm saying from just being down there. Like, I feel like it's Miami Dolphins, then Jags, then Tampa. Just from how the fans care. I'm not talking about the teams that are better. Just who cares? Miami, Jacksonville, Duval, yeah, I'm telling you, it's a religion out there in Duval County when it comes to the Jaguars. There's a religion. So
we're all picking Tampa?
Yeah.
Carolina at Vegas. We're all picking Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even with Andy Dalton starting?
Yes.
For Carolina?
Okay, they scored a touchdown. Congratulations. So wonderful.
I'm gonna pick the Panthers.
Stop.
I am. Do you remember? Was it last year? It must have been last year. Last year when Andy Dalton started for the Panthers. And was it last year or 2 years ago? And he threw like for 280 yards and 150 of them were to Adam Thielen when they beat the Seahawks. I think he's bound to have one of those games. And the Raiders are the perfect team to do it against. They're also not good at home. They're a better road team, which is strange. It's really strange.
Well, their fans travel well too.
Raider fans,
all them old school AFC,
yeah.
Steelers.
Well, no, the game
in the 70s
have to travel because they.
Gotcha, okay. But even that about that, but yeah, all them great teams that was in the 70s, like all their fan bases travel like really well. So, but yeah, we'll see. But no, we'll see. That's probably going to happen now. She brought that up. It's probably going to happen. He goes for 250.
Yeah, you heard it here. Like pick up Thielen and bet on him this week. That is what to do it. Miami at Seattle. Skylar Thompson and the Miami Dolphins go into Seattle to play the 2-0 Seahawks.
Seattle. There's no way a guy named Skylar Thompson comes into Seattle and does anything. No fucking way.
I'm picking the Dolphins. Baltimore at Dallas. Baltimore is by far the best 2-0 team, or 0-2 team that I've seen in recent memory. Dallas is coming off a tough loss, obviously. So is Baltimore to the Raiders. Ray.
So do I pick with my head or my heart? Because
I don't know. My both said the same thing. So you do, bro.
My heart is like, yo, I'm a Lamar guy. You got to come in there and fucking dominate. My head says, and it's in Dallas.
Yep.
I think they blow Baltimore out the fucking building come Sunday. Yep. I think it's like 32, like 19. Because I think sometimes because John Harbaugh's in that category too, where it's like it might be time for a new voice, and if they fuck around and lose Sunday, that's going to intensify more. I think Dallas comes in there and steamrolls them Sunday. Yep.
I think it happens quick. Whatever happens quick. If the Cowboys are going to lose this game, we're going to know early, because the way that this team reacts to adversity is not good. So if Baltimore comes in there and puts up 2 early scores, this game's going to get ugly quick. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm picking the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys come in.
No, you don't say.
I think they do exactly what Ray said. They come out, blitzing early, get Lamar moving, and hopefully put a stop.
We used to say that about a certain team up here that couldn't handle adversity, and then they figured it the fuck out. So who knows? Who knows? But Sunday they could figure it out.
How many times have the Cowboys lost at home in the last 5 years? It's not a lot, like in the regular season.
Once. Oh, you mean the playoffs? You talking about the playoffs or regular season?
Regular season.
Once. That was the first time they lost in like 3 years at home. They're not losing back to back kids at home.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, thank you. There you go.
Yeah. 0-3 Baltimore. I can't wait for them to be on the Power Ranking show next week.
Number 10 Baltimore.
Yeah, 49ers at Rams, divisional game. Obviously, no McCaffrey.
49ers.
No Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, no Nakua.
Yeah, 49ers.
Nakua. It's gonna be San Fran, right?
The Rams are so beat up.
Listen, I'm a Matt Stafford guy. Like that's not a secret on the show. But I can't. It's just the odds is too much stacked. There's too much stacked against them. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with San Fran.
Same.
Say for
Lions at Cardinals. Lions are a 3-point favorite, and the over/under for this game is 51.5, which I believe is the highest over/under for Week 3. Cardinals look a little gritty this year.
Yeah. I'm going with the upset here. I'm going Cardinals.
Yep, I'm with you, Bobby.
I think Kyler runs around and does his thing against the Lions this week. And I think we're talking about an upstart Cardinals team into the playoff push this year. I think
he finally, because the fact that he went on national TV and said that it's not my job to find Marvin Harrison. Are you fucking dumb? Are you dumb?
And then he found Marvin Harrison.
And then, you know, you realize, hey, oh, this guy is actually pretty fucking good. And what do you know? He comes in there and tears it up. So as good as I think Detroit is going to be and will be as the season continues, I agree with Bobby's stance. I think that Marvin Harrison, again, Jr. comes in there and goes bananas. Dude is open like 7-Eleven, and it's just like you can't guard him. You can't guard him. And like I said, you're gonna have to put 2 on him, because if not, it's gonna be a long night.
I'm gonna pick the Lions in this game. I think that this is the coming out party for Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs for the season. Laporta's been real quiet, and that's an untapped offensive resource. And I'm just overall, I'm really confident in the Lions. They're gonna lose some
the whole time.
For the entirety of this podcast.
Right.
I've been picking the Lions.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football. Kansas City goes down to Atlanta. We have the Chiefs versus the Falcons. Kansas City is a 3.5-point favorite.
Falcons prime time again, huh?
Yeah, it can't happen again, right? He's not going to win another primetime game.
5 out of 6, not against Kansas City. No, it's the Chiefs.
Wait, is it in Arrowhead though? Or is it
No, it's Atlanta.
Doesn't matter. It's the Chiefs.
No, so this is going to be a shootout. This is not going to be a blowout either way. I think this is going to be a shootout. I don't think primetime Kirk strikes again. I don't. So I guess I can see this being like a 34-27 type game. Once again, in the regular season, the man used to be on top of Kurt. So he could go 34 of like 45 for 350 and 3 touchdowns easily. Yeah, we've seen it. It's not like we've seen it
against us.
Yeah, against us. You know, so he can do it. But the 350 still may not be enough, because you get 350. Pat might just go 19-28 for 275, two passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and then he gets the first down with 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and you're like, fuck. So, that's just what it is. But yeah, Kansas City should win this, but I expect a shootout for sure.